Good morning and welcome to the More Laughing in the Morning show. I'm your host, comedian Allison Moore. Yeah. Well, first of all, hold it. Let me look. Cause why yesterday I was just talking away at the wrong camera angle. Had to listen to me like this. That's not right. That is not right. Welcome to the show. We made it another day, y'all. So this morning we are getting pumped up, motivated, laugh a little, inspired, and who knows what else will happen on today's suspense show. But I know what we're going to do. We're going to get into this theme song.
It's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. It's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. Hey. I'm up. I'm up. Come on. I'm up.
Calm down is when I dance in.
In the shoulders, in the shoulders, in the shoulders. In the shoulders, in the shoulders, in the shoulders. In the shoulders, in the shoulders, in the shoulders. And the only time I'm down is when I'm dancing. In my knees, in my knees, in my knees, ayy. In my knees, in my knees, in my knees, ayy. In my knees, in my knees, in my knees, ayy.
And the only time I'm down is when I dance in.
In my feet, in my feet, in my feet, ayy. In my feet, in my feet, in my feet, ayy. In my feet, in my feet, in my feet, ayy. And the only time I'm down is when I'm dancing. In my back, in my back, in my back now. In my back, in my back, in my back now. In my back, in my back, in my back now. It's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. It's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. Hey. So come on, everybody, get up.
We are back to the More Laughing in the Morning show. The More Laughing in the Morning show is your morning cup of lifestyle motivation and comedy. I'm your host, comedian Allison Moore. Who I am? Who I am? Let me let you know real quick, since this is season 1, just in case you didn't know. We coming to the end, and I need to tell you who I is. I am Virginia's Comedienne. I am your conference's coffee. I am a very real motivational speaker out here in these streets. I am also the coolest cornball you will ever meet. And I'm everybody's hype girl. Hey, you ready to twerk? You can, I was going to twerk on y'all. Good mugger. I was about to pull out these thickless hind parts. Like thickless, like without? No? Okay. So, first of all, y'all, we got a problem. We already starting with a problem. It's all right. We're going to get into it. So on today's show, it's Thursday, right? And we are focusing on the real, on relationships. The More Laughing in the Morning show family, we are goal setters and goal getters. And every day we focus on a different area of our life and where we can set a goal and get that goal. Okay. Thursdays, we set goals and we get goals in regards to our relationship. And that's just all over the gamut of relationships, whether that be romantic, whether that be, your family, friends, with the community, wherever you desire to have a relationship, we try to find industry experts and interesting people to glean from. Today, for our This Time Next Year segment, we have speaker and former NFL brother Landon Turner, who jumps on a little later in our interview. Landon is a biracial brother, black and white. And so he jumps in just to kind of share his insight on all of the racial climate and what goes on for him as a biracial or a mixed person. And so I'm really excited about sharing that conversation with you, because as we grow in relationships with meeting different people, embracing all points of views and perspectives, I'm like, oh, you know what? This is a whole black-white conversation that you are very, very, very qualified to speak to. Well, tell us, Brother Landon, what's going on? So I'm excited about that. But before that, we got to get into this Coffee and Coronacation, because there's a lot going on out here in these streets. However, y'all, where's Chet? If it's your first time watching the show, welcome. So the More Laughing in the Morning show, we are on a journey from social media to TV. Hey, and we are getting very close to the TV. Hey. However, Since we in this here times that we are in, your girl got to be the camera person, director, all of this stuff. And Chet is my invisible studio person, and I don't know where Chet put my other teleprompter. So I'm so scared to do Coffee and Coronacation, y'all. Cause I don't know. I don't know if my memory gonna serve me. Let's see. Get into it. Okay. Coffee and Coronacation is the segment in which we talk about current events and trending news over coffee. So what does this lower third say right here? Because Lord knows, my teleprompter ain't here to tell me. North Korea tells U.S. hold your tongue. Okay, I got this. All right, hold on. We got this. You can remember. See, that's why you should have been smoking all that weed when you was growing up. Excuse me, real quick. I got to talk to me. This is why the Bible tells, see? Your mama told you, see? Now you need these brain cells and they fried. You just looked at this morning. Okay. Sorry, I'm back. All right, so what had happened? Hold on. Y'all making me nervous. Y'all be making me nervous. North Korea tells U.S. hold your tongue. I know that's funny because they like hold your tongue, which I guess is the North Korean version of mind your business. But hold on, there's a reason. There's a reason why we wrote this. All right, here we go. You ready? So North Korea and South Korea, they got beef, right? South Korea is like, first of all, North Korea, we don't appreciate these big bombs and stuff that you got going on. I am improvising. North Korea, y'all got to give me a moment. This is my beginning into journalism. Facebook, don't you shut down my account saying I'm giving out false information. I'm doing the best that I can. South Korea, they are not happy with North Korea and all the stuff that they be doing out here in these streets. And so South Korea... They put like these pamphlets, these leaflets of information and how they feel and protest against how North Korea handles their business in these balloons. And they travel down south like they're activists. I think that they're called D something. I wrote it on my card. D something. Whatever the name is, our version of activists. So they put them in these balloons and they sent 500,000. I think it was 500,000 because it was an astronomical number. 500,000 balloons across the border of like these leaflets, these pamphlets. It's like, yo, by the way, we don't like all of this bomb stuff that you got going on. It's not right. We are not in support of it. You need to chill. Like South Korea is not happy with North Korea. So North Korea is saying to South Korea, first of all, we putting you on pause. So they got beef, right? Well, here come the U.S. like, excuse us, we need to interrupt what's going on. North Korea, we don't think South Korea. And North Korea is like, hold your tongue. I don't know if that's how they talk for real, but I just felt like they said, like, hold your tongue. Like, shut your mouth. Mind your business. Mind your business, man. Mind your business. What movie is that from? Mind your business, man. You know that brain cell ain't going to tell me the brain cell from this morning is not even here. So North Korea tells United States, I know you got some, I know you ain't about to say nothing. We will find ourselves in your election again this year. So U.S., I think we just need to mind our own business because we do have a lot going on. North Korea's like, worry about you. All that drama y'all got, worry about you. Don't worry about me and South Korea. So North Korea, South Korea, they got their issues. North Korea has cut some communication ties with them. They've done this before in the past, put them on punishment. And U.S., can y'all focus over here, please? Thank you. Sure hope that's what my teleprompter says. All right. Speaking of things that we need to be minding our business on, Trump administration gives CNN cease and desist. I don't know why that is hilarious to me. Okay, so the Trump administration told CNN, by the way, we feel like that you lying. Well, ain't that the pot calling the kettle black? So CNN has been reporting the polls that Biden is leading, right? Biden is leading. I'm trying to enunciate. It's 2 days left. What the heck? I can use all of the letters in the word, right? Right. Okay. So Biden is leading, and CNN reported those polls. Trump administration is like, that is not true. Send them a cease and desist letter. I don't know what their follow up is going to be. If you don't change that narrative, we're going to sue you. Okay. Okay, girl. So that is hilarious to me. And so I saw where the CNN, I don't know if he's the president, CEO, whatever. He's like, in 40 years of I think this is the first. I think this is the first. Did he just send me a cease and desist? I can imagine how petty. First of all, every entity, every organization, every group, everybody got a group text, right? So So what was the CNN group chat? I know that's your lit. Anyway, that's funny to me. Moving on. Sephora pledges 15% shelf space to Black. Sephora pledges 15% shelf space to Black companies. I don't even want that on the screen no more. That irritated me so bad. Okay, so it is a win. Thank you. But it is one of those situations where it's a fine line. You know, we appreciate everything that you're doing. But as people are, it's not a but, period. We appreciate everything that you all are doing. Those of you who have these convictions like, oh my God, we want to fight racism. We're making changes now. Thank you. It is still a sting when you see how blind people have been for so long. So it's not a situation of not being grateful, which that's a weird term anyway, because it's almost like be grateful. First of all, you should have been, I'm supposed to be grateful because you decided to have a moral compass. Okay, anyway. However, Sephora pledges 15%. That irritates me. Because you know how many of the consumers are Black women and men and other. Keep going, girl. Keep going. Don't you get caught up right here. You bet not do it. God dog it. There's so many Black and people of color, Black customers and people of color customers. And 15%, that's sick. Sephora represents more than 290 brands. 9 are Black-owned brands. Woo! God. My nose is twitching. That thing. So, Black-owned companies who have a desire to have your brand represented in Sephora, definitely holler at them. Like, oh, by the way, I see that you increasing these numbers. What's good? What is that y'all see right here? Oh, that's my camera. Why y'all ain't tell me that was right there the whole time? That's just mean. Sorry, my bad. I mean, not my camera, but my little light. I guess you don't keep going. Okay. So anyway, Sephora, thank you. I hope y'all make this happen real quick. And matter of fact, we want to see the leadership board. I'm so irritated by that. But, you know, women, men, and the other that buy and purchase from Sephora, look into things like that. Also, all of those white allies and other allies that say, hey, we are here. How can we help? What can we do? Look at these organizations that you purchase from and ask questions, like challenge the system, uncover some stuff. How many Black-owned businesses are there? Because they'll listen to you. You got a voice. They want to keep you as a customer just like they want to keep us as a customer. And if both of us say, by the way, this is really unfair, this is disproportionately not right. Like, come on, bro. If you know how many Black people are in that store, you can find 9 brands. That's it. Whew, I'm on a rant, and I need to focus. I don't need to be doing nothing when I ain't got no teleprompter, okay? Oh, but by the way, did you see that? Halfway? Keep going. I feel like y'all be telling me, girl, just keep going. Okay, gosh. I'm just trying to be... Sometimes you gotta encourage yourself. Y'all be making me nervous. Listen, I am so excited about today's guest. So, okay. It's Thursday. Today we're talking about embracing multiple voices. Landon Turner is our guest on the This Time Next Year segment. Obviously, we have been looking at seat at the table as our weekly theme. And in order to be at anybody's table, I mean, we gotta develop these people skills. We have to get stronger in our networking. We talked about that on yesterday's show with Winning Professionally Wednesday. Erica Spencer was our guest. The importance of getting to meet people, knowing people, understanding that people have different perspectives, different backgrounds, a whole bunch of things. That if we don't find ourselves in different circles with people who look different than us, it's going to be much harder for us to create these spaces and these environments of success. I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and I'm like, I realized that my closest circle of friends, we are all from Virginia. Not just from Virginia, but we born and raised. We like multi-generational. We the real Virginia, like here on purpose, Virginia. And so I love my state, but that does not allow me to see other things. So, and I have other friends and people that I'm building relationships with. I don't even realize some of the stuff that I do and say in ways that I think it's just really one-sided or narrow-minded. But if I want to embrace a seat at the table, I got to do better. But in a bigger scheme of things right now, as we're talking about all that's going on in America and across the world with Black people, with racism and racism in America specifically, I was so excited about being introduced to this young man, Landon Turner, because not only does he just represents a multi-layer of diversity, his experiences. He was former in the NFL. He is a UNC graduate. He's now a speaker. Like, in addition to that, he's a biracial brother. He's a Black man. He's half Black, half white. That makes you Black. I should keep going. I need a PR person. Matter of fact, we going on TV soon. Which one of y'all could be my PR? Somebody need to help me, because I'm going to be in trouble if one of y'all don't help me. So Landon Turner, he comes on and he just shares like his experience. He's grown up in the majority. Shout out to his mother, Dawn, one of our people in the MooreLaughing in the Morning group. And she's white. His stepdad was white, but his father is Black. His stepmother is Black. And he was a minority raised in the majority, but he went from white household to Black household and just really has some depth and interesting experiences to share with us. So you want me to just play the interview? Okay. All right, my bad. Let me get into it then. Right. The man is here. Welcome to the show, Landon Turner. Oh.
Hey.
I am so excited about having you on this show for so many reasons, but this is the last week of the first season and we're going out with a bang, and I'm hoping that you can help educate, starting with me and then my MooreLaughing in the Morning show friends, in regards to some of your experiences and the voice that you have in this whole racial climate right now, you being a biracial brother. Mm-hmm. So thank you for your time.
Having me. It was fun.
Okay, great. All right, so let's get into it. You hear right now, it's just like Black people have their opinion, white people have their opinion, but there is somebody that is very important, an important part of this conversation, and that's our biracial or mixed brothers and sisters. How does all of this, like, how do you feel? And I know that your feelings didn't just start last week, but oh my gosh, tell me, help, talk to me.
I think, it's funny, you're asking that question kind of captures how I felt last year. So it's all over the place. How do I feel? What's been interesting for me, and I've mentioned this before, and I think I mention it every time I speak about it, but experiencing this climate when I grew up in a majority household, but live as a minority and have always lived as a minority, it can make it's a little bit of it's confusing, it's perplexing.
So do you feel sometimes that you have a responsibility, or maybe others feel like you have the responsibility to be the mediator between the Black community and the white community?
When it comes to like race and being biracial, like I feel like I'm everything and nothing all at the same time. So I'm not sure if it's a mediator. Like, right, honestly, how I feel right now is, as a Black man, I have a responsibility and the desire to just speak on this experience and continue to use it as a launching point for more conversations. So for me, growing up in 80s and 90s, there were a lot less biracial brothers and sisters as kids. Now I see my children, they go to school with so many biracial, they have so many biracial friends and classmates. But for us, it was just a couple. And as a Black child, ignorant to all of the things of the world, we kind of assumed that you all being biracial had no problems, because you were just, of course, basically half white, or basically accepted as in the white community, as family, as a part, as privileged. As I've been growing older, I'm realizing you all had your own unique challenges and struggles, just like we did. Can you talk about some of those experiences growing up? Yeah, like as a young child, I didn't really feel, you don't notice it. I didn't notice it. I guess it really didn't come into play that much until like high school and college, when you start to become the white Black guy, because
you know, I joke with my friends, like, what do you mean? I was raised by white people. What can I, what do you want from me? You know, it's a joke, but it's like it's a real thing where, you know, my mom always told me, like, you get the best of both worlds, and sometimes you do, but I feel like a lot of times you don't, right? So you get this perceived like privilege because you're light skinned, but it's really not.
Exposure is key, and the relationship here, the opportunity to hear from you just helps us to grow and to learn. And so I appreciate that. And to put things into context for our viewers who may not know, your mother is white, and then your father/stepfather that you lived with is also white, but your biological father is Black, correct?
Yes. And my stepmother is Black too. So. And
your stepmother is Black. Okay. So you got one white household and one Black household.
Yep. And it was like, it wasn't intentional, but there's a little bit of at all. And I love all of them, and they love me. Like, that's, I need to preface that. But there was a little bit of a cultural warfare, you know? Like,
yeah.
And I'm thankful for my dad, because I realize now why he was so adamant about exposing me to Spike Lee and certain artists and things like that. You just look at my Spotify list; it's a little all over the place. You know, I go trap the country real quick and back. So I love it, and I'm very thankful for it. It kind of has bred an eclectic taste and an opportunity to kind of weigh in on both cultures. And I think it's helped me see both sides in a divisive time, and kind of see take a step back and see what's more important, kind of transcends the skin color divide, you know?
So you spent time in professional sports. So you were excellent in football, high school, college, even time in the NFL. And so I'm imagining you've had quite the experience being in that realm as well.
Mm-hmm. The sports has been great. I think it's a little different. When you share locker rooms are a special place. They really are. I wish the whole world could be more like a locker room, because ultimately what it boils down to is you've got a group of people that have a shared adversity, and that's many things. It's training camp, it's trying to win. You guys have a common goal, right? So when it comes to what you look like, because you have everybody's going in the same direction, has a common goal, what you look like does not matter. I implore everybody to be more like a locker room. Let's find common ground and call out what needs to be called out, change what needs to be changed. Yeah.
Okay, so obviously we can go on and on and on, and I appreciate, your time and just sharing a little bit with us, because again, we're about growth and development. And I know that this moment will help all of us at the MooreLaughing in the Morning show stop, breathe, listen, and grow. Can you school us, put us on game, help us before you leave, Landon? Tell us, okay, what are things that happens to biracial or mixed people that we do? Like, what are some creepy things that we do that we just need to stop doing? So that our biracial brothers, like, only have a biracial brothers and sisters, like, please stop. What?
That's it's funny. It's a tough question. And especially I would be interested, this would be an interesting question to ask like a big pool of us. I'm pretty outgoing, so I don't have a hard time like breaking down walls, like being friends with people. So it might be a little skewed. But like maybe this is not just mixed, but like if you're like if there's a mixed kid that grew up like in his white, like with his white family, like he's still culturally relevant and like ingrained in his Black culture too. Like that's a side that we have. So like don't dismiss it. But man, you act white. Like that's the one that bothers me. Like, yeah, but you act like don't ever say that. Like there's so many levels of wrong about acting like white or Black, but it goes both ways too. Like you're not Black enough. Like, come on, man. Like, what does that even mean? What am I supposed to say that? Like, I don't do some of the cultural things. I'm kind of in between here. But I think it's the too white or not Black enough, like that kind of yin and yang off balance thing bothers me. So I don't know, staying away from some terms like that.
Yep.
Maybe would be nice. So that's the easiest. That's the easiest. I'm sure if I like really, the more I think about it,
Right.
things would come up. You know, I think like my family growing up, they didn't. I have my wife is white. You know, it's not like I think everybody's beautiful. I've had a lot of attractions over the years, but that's just where it fell. But just because I'm attracted, you know, I'm mixed and I'm attracted to a white woman doesn't make me evil. And I'm not,
Right.
like, I don't think it's fair to say that like I should have to pursue my black side. Like there's a lot of, I think the theme that as I speak that I'm saying is like, stop drawing lines in the sand for us to be like, where
Pick a side.
You fall everywhere.
Thank you on behalf of the More Laughing in the Morning show. I imagine that our friends are like, "Ooh, okay, well, all right, well, that's what we're doing here." Thank you so much for spending time with us, and I look forward to just seeing how you are contributing to conversations all around the world and your growth. And we're rooting for you, brother.
Thank
I'll
you.
see you on the Wedding Crasher side.
That's right. Thank you so much, Allison. It was a lot of fun. Appreciate it.
No problem. Toodles.
Bye.
Welcome back. Thank you so much, Landon Turner. As you know or can imagine, I have to edit like all of my videos because I talk too much. And then the poor people, they don't get to say what they want. I'm working on that. Well, one of the things that Landon said that I don't think made it into this video, but was so funny when he was just talking about his experience makes him so eclectic. Like he says, his Spotify list goes from country to trap and back real quick. Like he can switch back and forth real quick. That is funny because I'm like, mine does too, I think. Am I biracial? Just kidding. Anyway, Landon dropped some jewels. I mean, he just helped me expand my brain. I'm just like, yo, people got different experiences. And if I only listen to one version or one side, I'm going to be limited. And then I'm not going to have anything to bring to this table that I'm creating when I had this seat at this table that I'm going to be sitting at. So I just really encourage you, as we are continuously chipping away at our goals for ourselves for this time next year, as it applies to relationships, look at the circle of relationship that you are in and make sure that you are being intentional to keep these circles rich, to keep these circles fruitful, and to keep these circles very colorful and diverse. I have intentionally worked on a real friendship with a white person. That's a big deal. First of all, don't come for me, but I got a white friend, a real friend. And at this point, good mugga right now, we real friends, girl. We sisters. We is real friends. But I'm not talking about the associate relationships with people that are different from you. I'm talking about real relationships. If your friendship, I was co-leading a race relations conversation with an organization yesterday with Dr. Alvian Lyons. She was on the show, Virginia's relationship expert. And one of the things that she shared with the group is, if your association with a different person and a different race does not include the ability to be able to conversate about the sensitive stuff, about religion, about politics, about race, if you don't know each other's children's names and birthdays, you're not friends, you're associates. And so that I have a white friend, I have a black friend, that's not true, that's not real. So let's be intentional about diversifying our circles and those voices that are in our ears, because it will make you and I better. We want to grow, we want to be in better positions by this time next year. So send me your friend list. I need to see it, family. Okay, look, I had to come back to this angle because I wanted to stun on y'all. Do you see? Get into my plans. I'm stunting on y'all. I'm sorry. I know I'm bragging, and I shouldn't be bragging because I'm so humble. I am a very humble, good old young lady. But I just wanted to see y'all, my plants come through, huh? The girl got her little stamp. What? I even got the plastic. Bring the plant lady back on the show. Let's show her what I did. Y'all, you jealous? Don't be jealous. Yo, my girl, shout out to Laura. Laura is one of the people on the More Laughing in the Morning show team. Laura got me a little water thermometer. Is that what it is? I feel like I sound country just saying water. Like a little thing. I get to see by my pressure, my water, my soil. Okay, I ain't started working it yet. Whatever. I feel like y'all be judging me and I don't know what they're trying to do. I'm just trying to entertain and you just judging me. Before we go, make sure that you grab you a Black Please t-shirt, y'all. Come through with the blackpleasecoffee.com. Those of you who have ordered, thank you. You'll get your, we're sending out another shipment this afternoon. And good mugga, that feel good to say it because I got kids to feed. Thank you. Thank you. And plus, these Black Please t-shirts are just so relevant. They're so relevant right now. In the back of the shirt, it says black has a black ... powerful preference. A powerful preference. Do I know what's on the back of my shirt? I do. Black is a powerful preference, and it is. Of course, it was a coffee business, but it is definitely a movement right now. And as we are going to the end of season 1 and coming back for season 2, I'll still be working on my this time next year goals with you. And one of my this time next year goals is this time next season, we will be drinking on Black Please Coffee. So that's what I'll be working on. And I'm excited about the things that you will be working on. And y'all, tomorrow is our last show. Although we come. Yeah, why you gotta send me no new songs to sing on my karaoke list? Tomorrow is our last show for season 1. Y'all, we did it. 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 Hooray, have we did it? That's a kid song. I don't know what's up with me in these little Disney parts in my karaoke list. But tomorrow is our last show for season 1 on the MooreLaughing in the Morning show. And I am so grateful for you all for being on this journey with us. I've learned so much from you. I hope that you gleaned from this show. I cannot wait to hang out with you tomorrow morning. And then we are going to be chilling while we're working on some more of our goals coming back for season 2. So make sure that you tune in tomorrow for the grand finale, season finale, your mama finale. But look at this time, though. I'm at 31. If I won't talk y'all to death about these plans, I might have made this show in 30 minutes. Okay. All right, y'all. Get some new friends. Work on it. Listen to people. Don't do creepy stuff to the biracial brothers and sisters. Talking about, you ain't black, you ain't white. They don't like that. He told us. We heard it from him. Obviously, he doesn't speak on behalf of everybody, but that's the one that I know this week. So that I'm going to take that and not say retarded stuff and be sensitive to other people. I love you all. Peace. Hair. I don't wear hair grease. Peace, hair oil, and natural coils. Bars. I'm killing y'all today. This don't make no sense. Ugh. Y'all just woke up this morning. You ain't deserve all of this killing. Y'all need to come up with a new word. Bye.
But it's time to get, it's time to get, it's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. It's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. Hey. I'm up. Come on. I'm
calm down is when I dance in.
In the shoulders, in the shoulders, in the shoulders. In the shoulders, in the shoulders, in the shoulders. In the shoulders, in the shoulders, in the shoulders. And the only time I'm down is when I'm dancing. In my knees, in my knees, in my knees, hey. In my knees, in my knees, in my knees, hey. In my knees, in my knees, in my knees, hey.
And the only time I'm down is when I dance in.